Ring
Oh
the
shit,
chicken
you fell!
bell.
Oh!
And the game's over. He fell down a hole. He's dead.
Way to go. Way to go, Brian.
Oh,
Worst timeline. Worst timeline. Way to go. Congratulations.
I mean, we already knew this was the worst timeline. Not only did the hero not show up when Ganondorf came back, but the stupid.
What are you just throwing her at a wall for?
Because I don't like her.
Wow.
So,
I'm lying. I actually like her a lot, but I find it comical to throw her at things. So my own amusement
Wow,
takes
Brian.
precedence.
Domestic
So
abuse isn't funny.
this isn't domestic. We're not in the house. We're in a dungeon.
Okay,
I mean,
these guys live in the dungeon. That makes it a house.
well, more specifically, the sage is going to be living here, so this is her house. You're in her
Yeah.
domicile. You are an
Yeah, you know
asshole.
what? Technically, this is assault and breaking and entering.
Yeah, well, there are no police on the Great Sea, so.
Well, I mean, there were. You just killed them.
Well,
So we'll add 2 charges of manslaughter or pig slaughter.
well, okay. Well,
Man,
if I
pig
kill all
slaughter.
the
And bear pig
quack
slaughter.
And bear pig slaughter.
Asshole. But yeah, so while we're here really quick, and I kind of wish we were in the Wind Temple when I was saying this, that make it a little more relevant. But so I looked back at the Breath of the Wild footage and noticed that the Koroks are in Breath of the Wild. And we don't know if that's significant to the timeline or if that's just like, hey, let's throw these guys in here because why not?
Yeah, I'm going with the. I don't even think they care at this point. Like, I don't even think
Breath
they
of
give
the
a
Wild,
shit. So.
Breath of the Wild is just like an amalgamation of everything they could put together at once, and
And why the hell not?
it's looking wonderful so far.
Yo, why is she suck at flying so much? I don't remember.
I don't know. Like, freaking earlier, like Prince Kamali flew across a freaking ocean. Okay, with the dragon when he saved our asses. So I don't understand why
For that
she
matter-
can't fly forever.
For that matter, didn't she also help with that?
Was she there? I don't even remember. I think it might have been the postman and Kamali.
Yeah, I
but
think it
I'm
was
not
just
sure
the
if she was there.
mailman.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally possible.
But it doesn't make any sense that the point is it doesn't make any sense that she can't, especially since she's had her wings longer than Kamali has.
Another thing is, okay, I know that the King of Red Lions was just nonchalantly like, take control of the person next to you. They won't
They're like-
mind.
they're
But
like, wait, what?
why does that work? Like, sure,
You
when
know,
it's a
the
statue, fine. But when it's a person with their own like mind and everything, why does this work?
Magic. Magic. I
Okay,
have a
but the
baton.
Wind Waker just gave you the power to literally mind control anyone. Why don't you
Yes.
use it on Ganon?
Well,
my
maybe it
God.
only works on sages and statues and other sacredly inclined things.
Alright, we'll use it on the King of Red Lions.
I mean, why not?
Do what? I mean, it's not you already steer him wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
So,
well
like,
now
what
you
would
can
that
make him,
accomplish?
cheat. You know how he just kind of shows up where you are?
Yeah.
Use that.
Oh my God, he can teleport. I can just teleport to the boss room. Problem solved. Oh my God, this is amazing. We should go and tell Nintendo before it's too late.
Brian, why are you doing this the slow way?
Is there a... Oh shit, oh my God, she has a freaking... See, okay. Alright,
Ryan, get good.
let me try to explain myself. So, in this dungeon you get an item, the mirror shield, that allows you to redirect lights at things. But
God.
the thing is, what's her face? What's her name again?
Medley.
Medley, yes. I kept thinking Midna. Anyway, Medley, she can do that with her little harp thing. But I didn't remember that right now. You have to do it later And that's when I remembered that, oh yeah, she could do it, but every single time I go to this dungeon, I just do it the stupid way because I'm an idiot. So there you go.
Brian, the first step is admitting it.
Actually, right there, that was me realizing.
You were just
When
like,
I stopped.
God damn it.
So yeah, there you go. So yeah, this is one of the rooms where you need. Eventually, I'm trying to figure out what to do here.
Run into the
but,
purple mist. Do it.
You know what? The disease. Of course, we always thought of it as cursing or poison.
Yeah, I thought
It's
it was supposed to be
basically-
cursed.
that's basically
Peanut Butter,
what it is.
I've been watching Peanut Butter Gamer's Chaos Edition for Wind Waker because I'm very behind on my YouTube. And he just calls it the disease. And I'm just like, I always called it cursed. Cursed.
You know what I call it? I call it bullshit.
You know,
Because this is a game. This is a game mechanic that has its only purpose is to slow you down. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't damage you in any way. You just can't do anything, which is annoying. At least harm me.
it becomes a puzzle solving
Yeah,
mechanic.
good.
Yeah,
Good,
here,
Brian.
which is fine. It's fine here, but there are skulls later that collide into you, and then you just have to wait until it wears off. And like, well,
Or-
shit.
Or you could, hit the skulls before they get to you. And
I mean, I try to do that, but I don't always do that.
Okay, seriously, in real life though, why is taking control of her mind easier than saying, "Hey, can you point your harp?"
Well, you want something. Look, Ariel, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself.
I mean, you're basically
What you gotta do?
you're trying to equate game logic with real world logic. Like, the game has to be designed in a certain way so that you can't just have the computer do everything for you.
Okay, but I know. Let's think of it this way.
No, I see what you're saying.
No, Resident Evil 4. You could give Ashley, if you're near a switch or something, you can tell her to stand there and do the switch. You don't control her mind.
Okay, Ariel, but I ask you this: wouldn't the game be so much better if you could?
I
Think
mean,
about
not
it.
really. She
Think
still
about
can't
it.
do anything.
I mean, there'd be the upside of you could just have her go get in the dumpster from wherever. But then there'd be the downside of, shit, I was going somewhere with that.
Lost to the void.
Yeah, it happened. It happened. Now, there'd be the downside if you'd have to do everything literally twice.
Yep. Which is kind of what you have to do here.
Okay, but if you could mind control Ashley, would that mean that she would inherit Leon's martial arts skills? So she would be able to do the bullshit kick that he can do?
Sure.
I don't think that's how that works, but
I think that's how that works.
well, I mean,
I-
Leon, he may have only been a cop for one day or something. I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure he has more combat training than Ashley. I don't think she necessarily has the muscles to do that kick.
Well, I mean, most of it is coordination and technique. I mean, sure, the kick wouldn't be very hard, but it's better than nothing. So, the first time I played in this room was really not a fun time, because that was back in my first playthrough when I didn't know that you could defeat wall masters. So what I would try to do is I would pick up mentally, and I would just kind of weave around, trying to, not get captured, and then inevitably they would just pick her off of my head, and I'm like, oh, you're carrying that? I'll take that for you, man. It looks heavy.
You know what?
But
They were just trying to be nice.
if and then Medley doesn't stay. Like, if you leave a room with her in it, she respawns at like the entrance.
Yep.
But like Medley, I said I was only gonna be gone for like 5 seconds. Why'd you run to the other side of the room? Although technically it's faster because I can roll without her. Although it would be fun if I could roll with her. That would be an interesting little movement there.
You know what? I've decided why she's so unconfident in her ability to fly. He keeps
What's
fucking
that?
throwing her at the wall.
Well, I'm trying to build her confidence.
That's not how it works.
She flies until she hits the wall, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're probably giving her brain damage.
I mean, when you put it like that. No, actually, you know what? It's fine. It's fine because she hits the wall nose first.
Well, I mean, if you break your nose right, you fuck up your brain. Or
Well,
die.
I mean, she has a beak nose. It's fine.
Beaks aren't unbreakable, man. You're throwing her head first into a wall.
Again, I don't think you're representing that in a fair context.
No, I think I am.
I mean, Link is like what, 10 maybe? How hard could he really be throwing her?
Well, I mean, he can swing a hammer hard enough to crush statues.
I mean, it's a
fair
magic
point.
hammer. It's a magic hammer. Arrow could probably do
And
it
he
too.
can walk in that iron boots and shit.
See, that one's just weird in general because they're always in my pocket.
Okay,
they
yeah,
never
you
slow
haven't
me
done
down.
Twilight Princess. No. The ultimate question of how am I carrying this in my pockets is the fucking ball and chain in Twilight Princess. Wolf knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Can't fucking walk with it, but you have it on you all the time. Like,
Is
you
anyone-
barely... Just...
Oh man, Ariel's losing it. She doesn't know.
It's something that bothered me as a kid, and by kid I mean what I was like a freshman in high school, and it still bothers me because he literally, like, you think you can't walk with the iron boots on. Shh. You like can't even move with this thing out.
Has anyone drawn like a comic of Link just having all of his implements out?
Yep.
Probably.
Okay.
I've seen
Alright.
a few. It depends on which one you're going for. I've seen a few different. These are literally all of the items that he keeps under his shield pictures.
You know, I'm sorry. This is me wandering around, not being exactly sure what to do, because there's a light stream. Okay, alright, I figured it out. I could have cut out those, like, 30 seconds of me, you know, blundering, but it's all good. It's fine. We're moving along now. It's a good pace, good time.
You
Good time.
figure it out
It's good.
eventually, I guess. Sometime.
Don't you have the option to have her follow you?
I think?
I could have sworn the King of Red Lion said something along those effects.
Yes, I do. I just never implement that in this dungeon, and I don't know why.
And yes, you do have that ability.
I do in the Wind Temple, because you have another companion, sidekick, buddy in that one.
Yes,
I'll give
I
you
know.
one guess who it is.
Zelda? She wants to be useful again.
I mean, I legit feel sorry for her. She just kind of got, you know, just completely tossed to the side.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
no books,
Like
no
it's not
food, no
even,
Game Boy.
not even it's not even cool. It's just like,
No, yeah.
how dare you?
Like no, I really didn't. I didn't express that um, as strongly as I should have. But I really don't like how Tetra was so involved in the story, and then the second she became Zelda, she was just irrelevant until the very end.
Yeah, because
The-
you
the-
gotta
the-
hide her. Although being on the move is gonna make it a little harder to just put her in one place.
You know, and if Ganondorf catches up, she can always do that sweet kung fu kick thing she did. That did so much the first time.
Maybe.
You know, hang on, Medley. I gotta be amazed by whatever the hell is in this treasure chest.
Well, I mean, it
Oh,
does
look.
make the chest glow. Man, that's one hell of a compass.
Now they're like lights lining the siding. You know, you gotta add a little whimsy. Gotta add a little whimsy. The people who place these treasure chests here wanna have a little fun. Make it a better experience.
Better experience for everyone. Yep.
Except Medley.
Yeah. She just kind of gets the short end of the stick on this one.
I love it how Link can be lit on fire, but still just keep going. It's like,
He
what
gives
pain
no
I'm feeling, man.
shits.
That's because she's legit as fuck. Link for Smash. Wait, he's already in it. Damn.
Link for Smash. Wait.
Got the disease. The curse.
Honestly, I wish you could still fight when you're possessed. Because that would be an interesting challenge, honestly.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, you can still run around. I mean, your controls are inverted. Okay, I did use the "come on" thing, follow me here, but then I immediately took control of her. But anyway, you can run around when you're possessed. It's just your controls are inverted, so.
Man,
I
I'm
mean,
getting
maybe
so sick of the command melody.
Yeah, I am too. Like, that's one thing I really don't like about these dungeons is how often you have to take control of your sidekick characters. And how
Just overall an inefficient way to do it. It's just annoying.
Plus, they're slower than you. Like, especially Makar in the next dungeon. Whenever you take it, it takes him like 18 minutes to accelerate to 2 miles an hour. It's
Dude.
not okay.
Dude, his legs are like 2 inches long.
Well, he can fly, and that's still slow. So, like, I don't know, maybe hitch a ride on Link or something. I don't give a shit. Just make it so I don't have to deal with that. I wonder how that feels to have light showing on you like that.
Well, I'm wondering why you're so reflective.
It's a conspiracy. This must mean that Link meant for arrows to be kidnapped. Because he was getting in the way of his modeling career. Because he's shiny enough to be in Hyrule. It's if your skin is shiny, then that's favorable.
You're trying too hard, Ryan.
I am trying too hard,
Could
but I
have
can't
just gone
afford.
the Twilight
It's too late.
Vampire route and been done.
I never played Twilight Princess.
Not Twilight
That's
Princess.
not
Oh,
what,
oh, right. The stupid one.
God, just because they came out at like the same goddamn time. They seriously did. Sort of.
Yeah,
My
that
locker
must have been.
mate was reading Twilight while I had the November 19th, 2006 thing for the Twilight Princess midnight release in my locker.
I bet, Twitter was a thing back then, right?
Well, let's see. The year after that is when Maureen had me make a MySpace, so I'm not sure. The Redeads.
Well, Google was a thing, so I bet after Twilight Princess was released, Twilight was probably trending on Google, and Nintendo was probably really excited, and then they found out about the book and like, shit.
Maybe.
No, I don't know why I bothered taking out this last Redead. I can oh wait, no, I have to, in order to make the ladder fall. Never mind.
You almost
I mean,
you almost just Austined yourself.
Can't have that. Well, if Link could jump, if he could jump vertically, wouldn't be an issue. Now, this next room is pretty much the mid-boss of this dungeon. I think this is the first time we have fought this particular enemy. I believe so, I'm not sure, but I think it is. And it's kind of annoying, because you can't really hurt it until, like, you hit it with your sword, right? But then, like, it's gonna shatter into a bunch of pieces like it did just now. But you can't actually damage it unless you hit the head. And you can't hit the head unless, you shattered it. And then, it goes back and regenerates, rinse and repeat, kind of like dry bones, only it actually dies permanently eventually. This is a new strategy that I've never tried again, but, I'm bomb happy this run. So, and it worked! Except now there are 2 more. But that's fine, I have 80 bombs.
I mean, whatever works for you, then.
I mean, the thing about trying to take these guys out with just your sword is they don't flinch at all. And their giant clubs, they kind of, hurt a little bit. And they have 2 different types of moves. They can just swing their club once and then, be off balance for a little bit. Or they could swing it and just do like a kind of tornado thing. Which you can block it with your shield, but if you don't block it, you're just not gonna have a good time.
You're gonna have a bad time.
With this music, I'm always imagining like a guy perched on like the ceiling or some awning somewhere, just doing the whistling for this. And he's hanging out in all the mid-boss rooms.
I feel like it sounds like the soundtrack to an old western.
And then, it pans in the eyes of Link. And then the eyes of the mid-boss person. And then the Benny Hill theme. As you chase them around.
I don't
That's how westerns go, right?
No.
Now, finally. I just like the aesthetic of this shield, of the mirror shield, more than your normal shield. I don't know, I think there's a little gargoyle-looking thing, insignia, on your old shield that I don't like the look of. This one just looks sleeker, just shinier, and nicer, so.
Wait until you see the Majora's Mask mirror shield.
No. I know what it is, and I refuse. Like, I don't want to look at that. I don't want to have that staring at me whenever I'm walking around.
Wow. Brian, that is insensitive.
It's
People
not a person.
of Econo Canyon worked very hard on that shield.
But didn't they just plagiarize the one from Hyrule?
No, it's like a screaming face.
I thought that's what the one in Hyrule looked like.
No, the one in
Oh
Hyrule
wait,
looks
no,
like
that
this
one
but
actually
red.
looks like this. That's right. Never mind.
I think it has a moon on it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Like, Why? Okay, why does it have to be a screaming face? Like,
Because-
because Majora's Mask wasn't
Because
creepy enough, right?
Ikana Canyon
Because
is literally
you
full
have
of
to
dead
suffer.
people, Brian.
Because you
Literally,
have to
it's
suffer.
Redeads, Astalfos General, fucking Garo. Love the Garo, though.
I mean, I like all of the above. What's your point?
I'm just saying, the entire fucking thing is dead people. Of course they're gonna have a screaming face shield.
I mean, just because it's appropriate doesn't make it any more pleasant.
Yeah, I think you just need to get good.
I mean, pleasant is not a word I would ever use to describe anything in that game.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
definitely fair.
Wow. I find the Redeads dancing to be quite pleasant.
Okay, you have a point. You have a point. But only when they think you're someone else.
Yeah. But that's the best thing, is that you
Fucked
just
up,
walk
Brian.
in with a mask.
You fucked
No,
it up.
the best
Practically
thing is
gave her right to that.
when
Hey,
you
you know what? You know what? She just stood there. She was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
gotta
because
tell
you
me
haven't
what
given
to
her
do."
permission to walk.
Is there danger? I don't know.
Okay, but the best thing in Majora's Mask is you walk in the door with the mask, and then you take off the mask, then you put on the mask, then you take off the mask, and the Redeads will start spinning, then stop, and start, and then stop, and then start.
Prepare for all the bouncing light puzzles. I know how
seems-
much the Zelda fanbase likes those.
I actually do, but
I mean, it's okay.
No, they're
Like,
really cool.
Yeah, like
But at the
sometimes
same time, they can be really annoying.
like sometimes it's a little finicky, especially in the last room before the boss. But in general, I like the way it looks. Like I especially like the lighting. I mean, everything's just I don't know, lighter shade, but I like the lighting when everything's like lit up, especially like in contrast to the dankness. Now these motherfuckers, these are the skulls I was talking about. I was trying to see if I could snipe them from afar, and then I gave up after one because I'm
I was
like,
gonna say,
I'm just...
you definitely can, you just aren't fucking good at aiming.
Well, I tried locking onto them just now and shooting arrows, and it didn't work. So I go back to my original strategy, which is just using the deca leaf.
I believe the boomerang was also an option.
I tried that with previous skulls, I believe, the red ones. I think I tried that already. So that doesn't work either. Which is a damn shame, because one of the better things about Wind Waker is how many different ways you can take out an enemy. But apparently not so with these skulls, unless I'm missing something, which is
I
possible.
want to say that ice arrows work on the red ones and fire arrows work on the blue ones, but I could definitely be wrong.
I mean, like, the
I know
fire
light arrows
ones...
work on fucking everything.
You're right.
I mean, the red ones are definitely more fire-based, but I don't feel like the blue ones are like an ice elemental. If they were, that would make a lot more sense, but there's not as much symmetry there, since they just curse you, and then laugh, and then go like 3 feet away, and then come back.
You know, I would hate to be the guy who carved all these stones.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, God, I'm just throw down my chisel, throw down my hammer, and just screw it. But this is the end of the part, and so I'm running in circles.
And why you had to throw her at the wall again?
Reasonable.
Hey, I do that every time I enter a room. It's basically routine at this point. She expects it, I expect it. It's a thing.
Wow.
Horrible logic. That's
Well,
a
Brian.
user logic, Brian.
Hashtag
Brian.
helmet for medley.
Brian.
Hashtag stop throwing.
We're here for you, Brian.
You need help.
Bye.